Hello friends and welcome to another Modern League. Today we're returning to Yawgmoth combo, my favorite deck available in Modern. Here's the list we're running today. Not too many changes, but I am going to speak briefly about some of the things that have changed. So I'm running 3 Grist today, sticking on 3 Geralf's Messengers for now. I think, like, personally, I could go as low as 2. I know, like, a lot of people I've seen are on 1 Geralf's Messenger, but this is a combo piece, and, Geralf's Messenger plus Undying Creature plus Yawgmoth is a win without Zulaport Cutthroat, as long as we have more life total than the opponent, or if we have the same life total but it's even. Otherwise, I'm following Demonic Tutor's lead as far as the Scavenging Ooze goes, and for most of the sideboard, just in general. I saw that he was running 1 Scooze in the main and 1 in the sideboard for a total of 2, and I thought that was great, so I'm copying that for sure. Hapatra is still in the deck, but Prosperous Innkeeper is out for today. I found that Hapatra is a creature that I'm willing to Chord of Calling for, I'm willing to Eldritch Evolution for in the right situation, so I wanted to keep it in, but I couldn't really think of any scenarios where I was actively searching out the Prosperous Innkeeper, so, like, while it was a fine card to play on turn 2, it's not something that I was really firm on keeping, so it's out for now. And then otherwise, let's see here. I took out Colony Garden for a forest last time. I'm playing Collector Ouphe, and in order to make room for the Scavenging Ooze, we're taking out the Thran. Again, that's something that Demonic Tutors did, and Thran was fine. It was okay, but yeah, I think there's just some other options that I would rather be playing with right now. So for now, Thran has also been cut. So let's see how the deck performs, how we do. Let's head into the queue. We're on the play. I think I keep this. What do you think about Yawgmoth in the meta right now? I think that it's a really good choice. Really solid option. It's good against Hammer Time, which is one of the most prevalent decks. It's got, good options versus a lot of decks. I think that if you can give Yawgmoth combo the time that it takes to learn it, it's going to be one of the better decks available. Ooh, Amulet of Vigor. That is scary. So the plan is to Eldritch Evolution the Strangleroot Geist into a Geralf's Messenger, and then win with Yawgmoth by drawing a land. So it's a win on turn 4. And hopefully that'll be enough. And hopefully we draw a land. Oh man, maybe we actually just Grist, kill this. This thing's really bad, letting them have extra land drops, not a good idea. Especially where they're going to have double Amulet next turn. Let's use this one. It looks nice. Okay, they've slowed down, and we did not hit the land, although we would have shuffled with Eldritch Evolution, so no guarantees, you know what I mean? I think we just go Cutthroat, Young Wolf, and then um, try to draw the land for Yawgmoth. You want to trade? I'm into it. Okay, it's taken a while, but we're one turn away with this Geralf's Messenger off the top. Thing is, we've given them so much time, and they have double Amulet, so like another of these Karoo lands, they can slam Titan and do some really scary stuff. We do have blockers though, so I don't think we're just dead. And with Zulaport Cutthroat, we only need 2 life. Wow, did they just not have it? Maybe they have counter magic? 3, 4, 5, 8. Put them to 1, sacrifice this, win the game. So even with counter magic, they lose. So they need something else. Let's start with an attack. Okay. And that should win. Hand is 3 Titans. And they were just so close to getting it. They had the hand like we had a hand last league. Alright, so what are we going to do here? Feel like Liberator is fine. Like Force of Vigor to get rid of those amulets. Crimple, thanks for the follow, friend. Don't think we need Scavenging Ooze. We should bring in Necromentia and just like take their Titans away. And yeah, Thoughtseize seems amazing. That is a lot of cards though, which means we're gonna have to take out a lot of cards. We can trim a little bit on some of our Undying creatures. I mean, Necromentia taking Titan seems really good. If their deck no longer has Titan, it's not going to be nearly as scary. They have Dryad, Titan, Karn, or Colossus. They also have, we know for a fact they have Tireless Tracker. Who knows? Maybe they're playing Hornet Queen. I don't think anyone plays Hornet Queen nowadays. Oh, these last 2 cards are rough. That's really something. Oh man, I really hope they just go ahead and play Amulet here. Wow. Take that. Nice first turn, bud. Womp womp. No, they're making a real strong recovery here. Just trying to think if there's anything good we can evolve into. I mean, like, not really. Evo for Augur. Oh. Wait, hold on. Augur. I'm not too sure what that is referring to here. Oh, well, if I had it. I do not play with that card, my friend. Blooming Marsh. Nothing to turn into a Yawgmoth. Could go get a Geralf's Messenger, start applying pressure. Really just wanted to turn this into a Yawgmoth, but it doesn't seem that that's in the cards. Well, they got enough mana for their Titan now. Here it comes. So they get Titan, they get 2 lands, Grist kills Titan, and they get to continue playing because we only have 3, 4, 5, 8 damage. Put them to 6. It's a lot of Valakuts. Oh, come on, why? Alright, whatever. I guess we gotta sacrifice something. I'm wondering if I should sacrifice the messenger to kill this. I guess we get less damage this turn, and then fewer options next turn. So I guess we just kill this with an Ignoble. Yeah. I'm just deciding which creature I want to sacrifice in order to do that. If I wanted to sacrifice Geralf's Messenger or an Ignoble, and I decided to sacrifice an Ignoble so I get more damage in with the combat step, and then I can sacrifice Geralf's Messenger next turn. So whatever they put onto the battlefield this time, now I can sacrifice Messenger to get them to 4, and I have these things here to hopefully finish them off. But we might just be toast here to Dryad plus Titan. We had a really good start to this game too. Ah, it's frustrating. I like I Force of Vigor their stuff immediately. We just weren't able to put the enough pressure on, you know? Like once in a while, instead of drawing our combo, this deck draws air. And we had many turns to draw a 2-drop, which would let us get Yawgmoth, but we didn't, so we couldn't. They play an Amulet. Wow. Some impressive stuff. Okay, here's a Zusa. That's a lot of clues. A lot of card draw later. And we find Wall of Roots. And here's Titan. Just not able to put the combo together, and opponent is able to put their game plan together. Say come say. So I guess we get to survive for another turn here. Let's see if we can find Yawgmoth. Might still be able to put something together. We got 2 Wall of Roots. That's a lot of mana. So maybe we can draw ourselves to a Chord of Calling and find Cutthroat. So many clues! Alright, need a Yawgmoth. Let's go. Yawgmoth. We're on the play with a 1-land hand. We can Ignoble Hierarch into Wall of Roots. It's pretty risky. The hand is fairly good otherwise. We have been seeing a really nice mix of different decks. Aww. I was hoping it was the mirror match. Well, no land on top. That's unfortunate. Okay. That's almost a land. So I could play Hapatra Ignoble. And then I could Chord of Calling for another Ignoble. Maybe Chord of Calling for Yawgmoth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could go get... Jeez, what are we going to do? Let's wait and see what the opponent does. Bloodbraid Elf cascades into Blood Moon. Well, Blood Moon would be pretty good. Fortunately, we got a bunch of these critters on board here. All right, then. Everyone has a deck they don't enjoy. I personally hate Thran, so I won't hold that against you. Black, black, black. So I could go Zulaport Cutthroat and evolve something into Yawgmoth. Evolve. I hate evolving the Wall of Roots, but I don't want to evolve the Hapatra. Okay, opponent concedes. I got the Young Wolf, the Hapatra, Cutthroat plus Snake. I'm pretty sure that's combo. We don't know a lot about what we're up against. It looks like Ponza, which is not a deck that we see too much anymore. I don't want to take out a lot of my Geralf's Messengers here. If they're playing Blood Moon, it's particularly hard to play a Geralf's Messenger. I want to bring in this Liberator as well. Easy mulligan. That's fine. Keep this, get rid of the Dryad Arbor. Go get basic forest. And we'll start with Bird of Paradise. Then next turn we can play Wall of Roots, Ignoble. Oh, it's a pillage. Oh, I hate that. If we want, we could Chord of Calling for Dryad Arbor. I don't think we need to. We could use this later. Like, we could play Yawgmoth next turn, and then the turn after that, Chord of Calling for an Undying creature. Oh, come off it. Maybe I was supposed to use the Wall of Roots there, so I'd have the extra mana for Chord this turn. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could have Chord for 2 if I'd used the Wall of Roots. Now they're almost out of resources, at least. Question is, do I try and draw a land here? Because I could, like, draw one card without too much issue. I'm going to wait. Probably has another lightning bolt. Oh, I did draw the land too. Should have just went off on my turn maybe, but you know, like the results of that draw there, like we can't really use that as a metric. And I'm not too good at figuring out probabilities. I should take a little bit of time and figure that out, how probability calculators work. So that just fizzles, goes to the graveyard, they don't get the creature. Let's play the Catacombs so I can go get a basic forest. And I'll play Ignoble Hierarch, attack for 3. Let me go get a forest before that resolves. You and your disgusting white border, Blood Moon. I could be fine with Blood Moon, but white border, get out of here. You realize there's actually like a way more beautiful copy of Blood Moon available, right? For like, I don't know, 4 times the price? This is the best Blood Moon because people hate white borders. So not only are you slamming a hated magic card in Blood Moon, but it also has a white border. So like double tilt the opponent. I think you'll actually find the best Blood Moon is from the dark. There's pillage on my forest, nothing I can do about that. They're not doing much, I'm not doing much. Force of Vigor, if only I could cast it. Just send him a question mark. Nice. How long is it until people start applying that to Magic? Legit. Well, we can get rid of the Blood Moon now. And we get rid of this as a bonus. I guess they could have a Stomp in hand. They're targeting themselves. Hold on. I have black mana. Cancel that. Black. There. So now you need Lightning Bolt. Stomp won't do it. Cool. Ooh, Fury. Oh, I should have done this on upkeep. I'm such a fool. Where's the question marks in chat? Hey, is that True Hero? Thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Cheers. What were you playing today? What variant of Shadow? All right, second verse, same as the first. Thanks everybody for coming by. We're playing some Yawgmoth combo today. Playing against a Ponza deck. Ah, Blood Moon's back. With the Outland Liberator already on the table. Grist. Oh, I gotta cast that Grist. Destroy, or sacrifice this. Okay, hold on. There we go. Grist doing work. Cleaning up after my mistakes. All right. Yeah, this looks fine to me. We go Wolf, Geist, Grist, Chord for Yawgmoth. Oh yeah, was this the I think we played them in the first league, right? This is the affinity player. I thought the name maybe looked a little bit familiar. Spankstar, thanks for the follow, friend. I mean, if it didn't have pro-humans, Yawgmoth would probably be up to his neck in lawsuits, you know? Oh, that's a really difficult question. I think that a big part of it is going to be your deck choice, and even more so your understanding of the meta. If you have a good grasp of what's going on, you're obviously going to have an easier time. If I look, like strictly as trophies that I've won as a metric, then I've won more trophies in Modern, but I don't think that's exactly a good metric. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I play Bird of Paradise and tick up Grist and don't attack, I can Chord of Calling for Yawgmoth. Let me just recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's really relevant. It's a really good line of text. Like all the text on Yawgmoth is really good. We pay a lot of attention to the second paragraph, but everything is important. None of it's flavor text. All right, opponent just can't draw lands. Good for us, bad for them. Get Dryad Arbor. Oh, Rebuke. Was not expecting. Good surprise. Nice. Oh, I was supposed to tap the bird there for the mana. Hey, mistaken. How's it going? Good games today. Okay, opponent concedes. I mean, it makes sense, right? They're totally screwed on land here. So let's move on to the next game. Save time. Bring in Force of Vigor. Bring in Outland Liberator, Collector Ouphe, and I like a couple Endurance to block their flyers. I wanted to take out Scavenging Ooze, at least one Messenger, at least one Grist. Yeah, I kind of felt like I was having a tough time there. Like that game where on your turn one, when you were on the play, you play the Urza's Saga Amulet, and I respawned with Force of Vigor. I was feeling pretty confident that I was just going to win the match right then and there, but I drew air and you drew gas, and that's magic, friend. Oh my god, Slayer. I got into this YouTube argument with someone in my comments about how Asmar works. They were berating me for not killing a Phyrexian Crusader or whatever the card is called. The 3 mana infect creature. And they're like, you just, like kill it with Asmo and it deals the damage to itself. So, it doesn't matter what color Asmor is. I'm like, no, it does. Asmor says target creature, and it can't target a creature with protection from red, so you can't do it. You don't know how the card works. Look at Gatherer. What else am I going to take out here? I like having some number of evolution and chord. Yeah, look at Google, exactly. Look at how protection from a color works. That's a good start. Although, to be fair, like, protection from a color is a fairly complicated mechanic. There's a lot of things going on there. It just feels, how do I say this? I've been playing Magic for a while, so it just, like, makes a lot of sense to me. Like, when I started playing, banding was a thing, you know? I hate doing this. Go down to one Geralf's Messenger. Oh, that question becomes a lot more interesting when you look at, like all the different types of wraths because, like some of them do damage. Like, do, like Anger of the Gods and Kozilek's Return. Maybe I misjudged them. Maybe not. All right, let's just do what we do. There are some weird things with auras though. Yeah, I thought this was a deck that we had seen earlier. It's a totally different deck. So we can go Young Wolf, Geist, attack for 3, or we can go Grist. I think we just go for creatures and damage here. And hope we can find our way to some artifact hate in the next turn or two. Because, yeah, this looks like they're going to be able to start comboing now. Grafdigger's Cage. Oh, that sucks. Now we can't search for anything. Not that it matters, because we're only drawing lands. Suck it. I think we still sideboarded fine, actually. I would want to bring in some more endurance, though, to be able to interact with our combo. Uh, yes, I believe it does, Slayer. Thanks for pointing that out. Oh, you're gonna counter this? Jerk. Hey! Unfortunately, this does stop the combo, but, I mean, Yawgmoth is still a card. It is a spell. Aw, man, they have another Metallic Rebuke. Okay. I think we're dead. Fortunately, we don't see too many of these Grafdigger's Cage anymore. Um, but who knows? They might be making a comeback. Like, Yawgmoth combo has started to be, you know, like, played. It's on people's radar. So maybe people start playing Grafdigger's Cage again. Let me check something here. I just can't remember. I think the CMC of Sword of the Meek is 2. Okay, so they can't search it out with Urza Saga, at least. Dead card. And they can make a Karnstruct, so I can't attack. You know, I have no idea what a graph is. Maybe some sort of undead. Oh, well. Thanks, Slayer. Good old Google. He can always count on Google. Come on, good card. Give me a Force of Vigor. One Force of Vigor, if you please. That's not what I asked for, deck. It is not what I asked for at all. Grafdigger is Undertaker. Hey, we're learning all kinds of things over here. Alright, yeah, they can just put Shadow Spear onto a creature here. I'm dead. Well, let's move on to the next one. That Grafdigger's Cage dug our grave. Right, I wanted some endurance now that we know they're the combo thing, so like we can get rid of the Sword of the Meek. Although I'm wondering, like, is that even really going to be effective? Because they could just sacrifice another artifact in response to the endurance and get the sword back in anyways. Yeah, I don't think endurance is the way we want to go. I think Scavenging Ooze is way better for that. Let's just get rid of endurance. And I'd also like to get rid of a couple of these search cards. They're still really important. What about Hapatra? Probably get rid of Hapatra as well. Which means we can get... ooh, I kind of like Thoughtseize here. Let's bring in these Thoughtseize. Cut them off from combo stuff. Maybe steal a Grafdigger's Cage from their hand if we have an opportunity. It's alright. Not great, but okay. Turn 1 Young Wolf, turn 2 Chord for Dryad Arbor, turn 3 Yawgmoth. Maybe we'll get lucky and draw a Wall of Roots. Portable Hole. We'll get rid of that later with Force of Vigor. But it does mean our Chord of Calling is doing nothing. I'm wondering about this Verdant Catacombs, like if I should go get Dryad Arbor or something. I'll play the Twilight Mire. Oh, there's the Wall of Roots. A little bit late to the party. Better late than never, I guess. So yeah, now we can go get Dryad Arbor, play Yawgmoth next turn, have 2 creatures, well, 3 creatures. Another Undying creature would be pretty great. The ideal Undying creature would be Geralf's Messenger. But, you know, 2 Undying creatures plus a Cutthroat would also be pretty good. Oh, Scavenging Ooze. That'll be nice later. Hapatra works pretty well, for sure. Great for clearing out the opponent's creatures. It can be, yep. Hapatra plus an Undying creature can be a combo, but it also just like kills all of the opponent's stuff, which is generally what we want to do with it. So like Yawgmoth plus Hapatra plus 1 creature that you're willing to sacrifice is going to wipe the entire board on the opponent's side as long as we have a life total to burn. And we're drawing cards that entire time too. Okay. Whir of Invention for 1. It's either going to be Pithing Needle or Grafdigger's Cage. I'd like to draw some cards. Alright. Do what you gotta do. You got your word to resolve. What's it gonna be? Grafdigger's Cage, Pithing Needle, Portable Hole, Grafdigger's Cage. Okay, so my stuff doesn't come back and I can't search. Four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, they got Whirza. Their current construct isn't too big yet. Oh, they had to tap it? Okay. There's Sword of the Meek. Just passing back? Oh, I like this. Play Young Wolf. Play Young Wolf. Put a counter on Whirza. Sacrifice the Young Wolf that can't attack. Do it again. Black, black. Proliferate. Discard whatever. Whirza, Young Wolf, Scooze. Proliferate. Whirza, Scooze, Young Wolf. And attack. For 12. Alright, alright. This hand's terrible. If this was a forest or, you know, like, almost any other land, I might consider it, but, like, no way are we keeping this. No way! That was you? Would it have been a mirror match? What are you playing right now? Rhinos? Oh, well, thank you then. People have told me that Rhinos is just a terrible, terrible matchup. Yeah, yeah, no kidding. Absolutely don't want to play against you playing Rhinos. I guess we can keep this one? Mangu said that if you try to win with Cage against Yawgmoth, it will just win the the fair way instead. And we can do that. We're not like the best fair deck by any stretch, but we can win a fair game. Please don't kill my bird. Oh, please say human. Beast. Looks like, what's the name? Yeah, Amulet Titan. Alright, I guess we just play 2 Young Wolf here. Could play Strangleroot Geist and hope to evolve it next turn. I guess like 2 Young Wolves, then we can evolve a Young Wolf into a Geralf's Messenger, maybe? I don't know. I do think the 2 Young Wolf is the way to go here. Like, Strangleroot Geist isn't getting past the Grazer. There's a Zuza. Looks like Hazard has a decent hand here. So it looks like we got a lot to be scared of. Probably name Giant this time. I don't know. Like, they don't have to name Giant. They could just name Beast again and play another Grazer. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Giant. Not the kind of Magic I wanted to play. If we play Bird of Paradise, we get the Eldritch Evolution guaranteed. If we play the Strangleroot Geist and we draw land, we can evolve into Yawgmoth. But evolving into Yawgmoth doesn't really even win us the game. Yeah, I think we're just hosed because we didn't draw lands here. But you know, this is what you get when you keep a one land hand, right? Kind of wish I could reorder my permanents, you know? Instead of having them just in the order that I put them onto the table. There's the Titan. Don't have very long here to try and put the combo together. This is just turn 3 Titan from the opponent. Without any amulets. Getting those 6/6s onto the field right quick. Sometimes I think I should learn how to play this deck. The Amulet Titan deck. I've actually never picked it up. Although that deck isn't exactly unique in by that standard. Like, I've never played a Tron deck before. Although I have played Titan decks. I played, what was that, Titan Shift for a little while. But this was a while back, right? Like, this was before the Plague, before Modern Horizons 2. Different times. Looks harder than it is. Okay, fair enough. And I mean, like, I learned how to play Yawgmoth. If I put enough time into this deck, I could probably learn it. It's just like I don't feel the same kind of draw to it. You know, like the Yawgmoth deck is Golgari. It's, you know, an aristocrats deck. It's doing so many things that I want to be doing in Magic, so I'm naturally drawn to it. Okay. Um so let's pretend that we survive the attack from prime time. We could Chord of Calling, go get Cutthroat, and hope we draw land for Yawgmoth. We could Eldritch Evolution the Young Wolf. I don't think that's going to get us anything. And if we play Strangleroot Geist, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We can only get a 1 with a chord then, and that's not good enough either. I feel like our line is pray that we don't die and pray that we draw land. And we can even block with the Young Wolves to prevent 2 damage. Because we'll have the bird to reset. Eldritch for Grist? That might be better. It doesn't set us up for the win next turn, but it takes the pressure off. I like that. I'm going to do that. Thank you, MtG Bullet. Bullet. MtG Bullet. Why don't I just play another Titan that I just so happen to have in my hand? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So I could tick up Grist, Chord of Calling for Grist, and kill this Titan too. Let's see what we draw off the top. They have one card left in hand. They have to pay for Summoner's Pact next turn, although with all the lands they have, paying for Summoner's Pact, not really an issue. They just tap 2 Karoo. So they get Karoo and Teleria West, put Teleria West back to hand. Tap these 2 and they still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Wow. This game's intense. Young Wolf. Okay. So play Young Wolf, tick up Grist, Chord of Calling for Grist, kill this. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. I want to keep this one. Kill Titan. We're fighting. Just tap that for mana. Go get Amulet. Do they have enough mana to give it double strike as well? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do. We can block it with Young Wolf and we go to 2. But then we're not going to have enough mana to combo and stuff. Oh, double Amulet? Gah. Yeah, don't tap that one. Just gonna F6 here. So maybe we should have just gone for the, I don't know, like, it's difficult to say, right? Again, we can't really look at the results of what happened with this line and say, oh, well, this was right or wrong. How could we have known that they were going to be able to cast Prime Time 3 times in a row? And I'm not sure we could have survived if we had gone with the other line, but I don't know. Fact of the matter is, we would have never drawn the land. Yeah, yeah, never drew the land. Although, like, we didn't, what's name? While it kind of feels like this game's been going on for a while, because, you know, there's a lot of stuff that's been happening, it's only turn 5. Although, you know, being on turn 5 and having one land in play, usually a death sentence. Meanwhile, opponent has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, right, Azusa. And that nails it. With this thing here being able to attack as well. Yeah. Huh. Wild. Okay. Necromentia for Titan. Force of Vigor. Outland Liberator. Didn't they have the yeah. Yeah, they had 2 more lands coming off Titan. Hapatra's fine. Take out a messenger. I like having the Grist, though, to be able to kill these Titans. I don't want to take out a lot of Grist. It's so hard to bring cards in. Oh my god, right, we do want to play Thoughtseize. That's so many cards. Oh, okay. Oh, I already took out a Scavenging Ooze earlier. Where's that Yawgmoth? Come back here. This hand doesn't do anything until turn 3. This is better. I'll keep this, get rid of Chord. Can Thoughtseize turn 1, take Amulet. It wasn't guaranteed that I even could turn 2 Necromentia because of this stupid Dryad Arbor. I have to draw land here. I know, it looks very similar to my other forests. I definitely didn't specifically choose the other forests I'm playing because they look very similar to Dryad Arbor. It's not what happened. It is what happened. Lendro D. Perez, thank you for the follow, friend. No prime times for you. Volakut's a bit of a problem, though, especially with Dryad. So we'll probably have to use the Grist to get rid of the Dryad. Ooh, losing Cutthroat. That's unfortunate. So this time, we got 2 lands. Good game. Oh, right. I didn't even realize because of how many lands they require sort of changes. And now I'm pretty hosed, actually. You're right, I had to kill this last turn. I made a mistake. Punt. I don't think there's any coming through this. I'm going to move on to the next game. This is kind of interesting. I don't like the Dryad Arbor, but being on the play, turn 2 Geist, turn 3 evolve it into a Yawgmoth? That's not the worst. All about that PvP. Any Dark Souls fans in chat? Anyone excited for Elden Ring? All right, all right. You were playing Souls before Magic? Nice. I mean, I've been playing Magic since the Ice Age, so I can't say the same, but Souls has been a really, really big part of my life since I started playing it. Really enjoy that game. Ah, that's interesting. Right on time, huh? Ooh, Bloodborne. That is one I haven't been able to play because it was never released for PC. Uh, Personally, Dark Souls 3. I mean, I loved Dark Souls 1, but they kind of like took everything that was good from Dark Souls 1 and 2 and put it together to make 3. And I mean, they knocked it out of the park. I mean, I don't know. There's the whole open world aspect, right? Yeah, yeah. I think Dark Souls 2 kind of gets a lot of flack because it's it's the worst one out of the set. But, you know, it did some really interesting things. Definitely an enjoyable game. You can't see the opponent's graveyard anymore because the resizing bar is above the monitor. Oh, that sucks. What are you even supposed to do at that point? Anyone in chat ever had that problem before? Nice. Alright, so we can Eldritch Evolution this into a Yawgmoth. That seems good. Hey, good one, boss. If we attack first, we do less damage. Are they having trouble hitting land drops? Aw, Solitude, you jerk. I don't even want to sacrifice the Geist here to draw a card. I would rather have my 3/2 attacker. Beatdown. Let's go. Another Eldritch Evolution. Alright, so you at Teferi, and both of you at the life total. Let's go. Beatdown. Okay, so they have a Solitude ready for us. I like the Wall of Roots. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So we can Chord of Calling for Yawgmoth if we don't attack. If we do attack, it's attacking for lethal. And then we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could go get a 2-drop with Chord of Calling. I've already used the Wall of Roots this turn, so I can't Eldritch Evolution because I wanted to play the Ignoble Hierarch for the Chord of Calling. Yeah, let's just pass. I'm sure they have Solitude, so, like, I don't think the attack is right, but maybe, you know, like, I just totally messed it up there. I don't know. Okay, they're conceding to the Chord of Calling. Alright, so we're up against Yorion Blink, which I don't know too much about. It is one of the main decks on MTG Goldfish. I could probably take a quick look for it. Probably take like 30 seconds to find it. Fury, Solitude, Omnath. Wow. Yeah, this deck is terrifying. And out of the sideboard, Endurance, Helix, Veil of Summer, Flusterstorm, Alpine Moon. Sideboard doesn't look that great against us. Don't usually play any limited there, Liv. What about yourself? Like, we could potentially bring in Necromentia to take away their Solitude and Fury. You gotta spend the qualifier points somewhere, so you like to do it limited? Oh, that's fair. I just, like, I'm not a huge fan of limited, and I love modern and pauper, so when I get an opportunity, I use my qualifier points there, and I just save them up for modern or pauper events. Oh, there's one at the end of the month? Sweet. I'll have to make sure I save up points for that. This hand is so risky. If they just, like, kill the Ignoble. And then, of course, they won't draw any lands ever. Alright, we can keep this one. I think we might hit Fury with this one. So they can't, you know, kill all of our mana dorks with one fell swoop. Oh man, that is not good. In fact, it's quite bad. That's a really good draw, though. Best draw on the deck? I think so. No Solitude? No Solitude. Oh, they don't have any Fury. They're just not playing Fury in this one. That's a surprise. Okay, so they have Sandbar, Fountain, Fire Ice, Iteration. Yeah, yeah, not the best. I just paid 3 mana and a turn for nothing. I guess not entirely nothing. Now I know they don't have Fury. There's Iteration. Yep, and I know what they have in hand. So I got a lot of information for the 3 mana in the turn. And I also, got a little bit of damage in, but not exactly what I wanted to do with Necromentia. Also true. Windswept Heath. Sacred Foundry untapped. And another Wrenn and 6. Tick up, grab a land, so they have a sandbar again. So I don't really want to sacrifice the Geist here to do 3 to Wrenn and 6 or to them. Um, I'm fine with attacking the Wrenn and 6 just as is. I don't want to make it like easy for them to just cast Fire Ice and kill the Strangleroot Geist. I want to make them have to use more resources in order to kill it. And then I'll be able to like sacrifice and draw some cards. Oh yes, that's true. That's true. The scorecard only appears when you're actually playing. So yeah, it's a little bit difficult to like test where it is and how it's going to look because you actually have to be playing a game for it to pop up. Hey, excellent. I'm glad to hear that. Oh no. This is not something I'm happy to see though. Solitude takes out Yawgmoth. Just thinking if I want to get rid of this Solitude right here and now. I don't think so. I think we're going to have to leave it. Although that might come back and bite me in the ass in no time. There goes Fire Ice. There goes Fountain. Only card I know about left in hand is Sandbar. Oh, Grist. Hello, old friend. Just thinking if I want to like tick this up or try and sacrifice the Hierarch. I think we have to tick it up because if they have removal for the Hierarch, then we get nothing out of the Grist and they just tick down Ren and 6 to kill it. Should have attacked first, I think. And there goes Sandbar. Not looking too good, though. They got 5 cards in hand to my 1. And they're going for a land here rather than the Sandbar. Oh my god, here's Omnath. This is the end, my friends. This is the end. Alright. You can flashback lands for their abilities. So, like, you could flashback a cycle or something? Flashback a fetch? That'd be busted. Yeah, why not? Wasteland from the graveyard? Seems good. Don't even need the Ren and 6 anymore. I don't like this hand. It's really slow. It doesn't really do too much. If the Hapatra was a Geist, I'd be more interested. Two lands. We got Geist. We got Evolution. This one's interesting to me. We'll just get rid of Geralf's Messenger, I think. Maybe we're supposed to get rid of one of the Geists, so we can go Geist Messenger, evolve into Yawgmoth, and win on turn 4. Oh, we got lucky this time. I was just trying to think of a path to a quick victory. And Geist into Messenger into Yawgmoth is pretty much as fast as we can go. It, like, not technically, we can go faster, but this is pretty quick. Ah, counterspell. Unfortunate. Alright. Another Strangleroot Geist. A lot of choices here. We could Eldritch Evolution the Strangleroot Geist for a thing. We could play the Grist. We could play Ignoble Hierarch Geist. I think considering that we know they don't have Fury, I kind of like Hierarch Geist set up for mana and then evolve a Geist into Yawgmoth next turn. I'm gonna cast this pre-combat just in case they Solitude one of my creatures, but like they would do it in the combat step, so I wouldn't get the trigger anyways, so I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just revealing more information. Dress down. End step. Uh-oh. Dress down into Sweeper. Wow. Opponent is so talented. Alright, I guess we're on Grist. Yeah, we got some really nice cards from Modern Horizons 2, but some of our worst enemies also came from the same set. Like, Solitude is a beating. Dress Down is actually pretty good. Oh, just using that to draw a card here. Looking for a land drop, I guess. Okay, so we can get rid of all of their Solitudes. Although, 1, 2... No. It says, creatures lose all abilities, and when this is on the battlefield, it's not a creature. Omnath might actually be a good one. Get rid of all Omnath. Could also Eldritch Evolution. Could like tick up Grist and evolve into a Geist and attack for 3. All right, Locus of Creation. Ren. Teferi 5. Memory Deluge. Fire Ice. Iteration. Guess I should have attacked first, huh? All right, gets rid of Fire Ice. Zombie coming after Grist. All right, we do get the land, so we can Wall of Roots, Eldritch Evolution. Wall of Roots, Eldritch Evolution for a Messenger, and then Grist, kill the Renin 6. And that puts them to 2. Oh, that's true too. Maybe we just tick up the Grist? Oh my god. They have Solitude? What did they get rid of? They got rid of Teferi. That's the iteration. Only card that I know about at this point is Memory Deluge. Chord of Calling. So that's gets a 2. They got the zombie token from Necromentia. I think I'm gonna go for the Geist attack here and try and I'm gonna put him to 2 and then try and finish the game somehow. Yeah, every point counts when you're trying to grind out with creature combat. Alright, and I can take that last card out of the chat box there. I now know nothing about their hand. Ooh, Henky, I kind of like that. Maybe going, like, the, Geralf's Messenger, though, was, like, pretty sweet if that worked out, just because of what their life total was. But, like, I had a lot of information about what was in their hand, but, you know, they drew Solitude, so... What a game. Liquid Oxygen, thanks for the follow, friend. I tell you though, these games here, these matches have definitely become a lot better since we got Grist. This card just does so much. Well, what was it? I was watching Demonic Tutors the other day, and he was playing 4 Grist in the main. It was awesome. I remember when we first started playing Grist, you know, like, it was a one of. And, you know, I was playing 2, and people were like, do you really need 2? And, you know, now people are playing, like, 2 or 3 as the standard. More chances to mill an insect, that's right. Of course, I also thought that, what's the name of that card? Rest in Peace. Oh, god damn it. I also thought that, what is the name of that stupid card? Grief. I thought Grief was going to be a staple. Really? Opponent has all this and you give me a forest. Alright. Is what it is, I guess. So we're dead. I guess we could still potentially draw Geralf's Messenger. Still have 2... Nope, I have 1. I still have 1 in the deck. Yes. Okay, still have 1. So I can still potentially win with Geralf's Messenger. Yawgmoth. Not the undying creature I was looking for. We put up a good fight, but I think we're dead. Come on. That's not really it. One, two, three, four, five, six. So Chord of Calling, Eldritch Evolution, or Geralf's Messenger. That's what we're looking for. All right, well, with the Ren and 6 tick down, Chord of Calling no longer does it. Oh, maybe. We can Chord of Calling for Geist. And Eldritch Evolution obviously isn't going to do it since... Oh, yeah, they just recast the Yorion, so... I need to specifically draw the one of in the deck, Messenger, and for them not to have Counterspell. Not it. This Teferi loop with Yorion is madness. Not if Ren and 6 has anything to say about it. They just keep on resetting turn after turn. Reset the Ren and 6, reset the Teferi, have a blocker up. Drawing cards the whole time with Teferi. Alright, that's it. I guess we get one more draw. I'm going to go for the one more draw. The Urborg here is, that means Chord of Calling is good again. I mean, Yawgmoth is your best undying creature, right? It's a combo piece that costs 1 mana. So don't underestimate the Yawgmoth. It's super good. Hey, from the crypt. Welcome, welcome. Coming in right at the end of the stream. Getting our keister kicked by Yorion Blink here. I wonder if they just have another Ren and 6 in hand. Yeah. Triple Ren and 6 tick down. GG's. Brutal league today, friends. Brutal series of Magic. Did the GGs go off? Oh, they didn't even go off. Alright, anyway. Yeah, so we had some bad luck today. And sometimes that's Magic. Even when you're playing your best deck and doing your best, sometimes it's still not enough. It kind of felt like today we were using the beatdown plan a lot. Didn't have too many combos go off, actually. We were really kind of relying on some of our sideboard cards, or, you know, just hoping that our undying creatures would get it done. And, you know, as far as that sense goes, you know, we're a worse beatdown deck than a lot of other decks, you know, like humans or merfolk or etc. You know, there's a lot of decks available that turn sideways better than we do. But, you know, it's a good option to have, and it absolutely wins us games. But, yeah, I kind of felt like we were having a lot of difficulty being able to get our cards to stick and being able to get our combo to go off. But I mean, that's going to be the way it is sometimes. And at this point, people have started to become a lot more familiar with what the Yawgmoth combo deck is. So we're getting fewer free victories. People are playing much, much smarter against us. So we're just going to have to adapt and do better, obviously. Anyways, hopefully next week we'll be able to pick up a few W's and turn this thing around. But, you know, that's part of playing a game with variance. You're going to have bad days, you're going to have bad weeks. Sometimes you're going to have a bad month. But, you know, it is what it is. I love this game. I love this deck. So, you know, even when we're having a rough time with it, it's still, you know, super interesting. And I hope that you enjoyed the games today. While, what was it? I kind of felt like they were hard fought, interesting games. So even though, you know, we didn't get to come out of it with a positive record, you know, I think there was still a lot to digest in those matches.